Hey, Mark, Shepard here. It's very early in the morning. It is before dawn, and I want to share with you a little bit of where I was yesterday because I did not do a daily mind mastery post yesterday. I started out to do it, and I got totally and completely engaged in a project that is really very near and dear to my heart, my Life in Song project. And essentially, this has been on the back burner for a while because I've been doing things that bring in money. And this is not an instant money maker, right? This is my life's work. This is the 525 odd songs that I've written. And I include one of them almost every day in my daily mind mastery. But I want to, in my next 90-day challenge, I want to kind of step up my own self-discipline with this so that I can really focus on recording and preserving the songs that have yet to be recorded. And I have several hundred recorded in various different versions. And I was trying to figure out how can I manage that and organize it so it would work. And this is kind of what I've come up with. I have an index, and I updated my index yesterday for the first time in like 3 years. So there's a bunch of new songs on the index. And the index enables me to find the songs again because there's so many of them that I forget which ones are what. I kind of remember when they were written vaguely. But the index is organized by year and by the song number and then title and then first line. And I also have what tuning it's in. That's really for my use because when I'm performing I like to group songs in similar tunings. And I use basically 3 basic tunings. I use a DADGAD, D-A-D-G-A-D tuning or an open D tuning. I use standard tuning, and I also use an E tuning that just kind of opens up possibilities for me on the guitar. So the tuning is important. So what's happening though is that there's the index, and then it occurs to me that each song needs its own home page because there's various versions. So I'm creating a home page. So a song home page. So let's say Rain. There are already, I think 1, 2, 3. There's a live version. There's the living room version. You know, when I first write a song, I'll record it on camera. There's the arrangement that Joe Monona did in the studio, and so on and so forth. And eventually I would like to raise money to do an actual music video for some of my best arrangements, for some of my best songs. So then each of these is on a post. So as I post to the blog, there will be a link from the post back to the homepage of the song so that you can actually see the story of each song unfold, and it will be preserved as long as the internet lasts, however long that may be. And so that's one of the projects. And yesterday, I went through and I started kind of doing this for the songs in 2016. And the thing is, this is such a massive project that I'm not quite sure how to fund it. You know what I mean? If people bought my music, if enough people knew about my music and they bought my music, then I could possibly fund it. And I'm not quite sure how to do all that. That's where I get into like, it gets overwhelming because I'm doing not just this, but I have a whole other project that I'm working on, several other projects. And they're all important to me. And I feel like the business people are always telling me, well, you have to focus on one thing. And that's why they're business people. And I'm an artist. And ultimately, the artist has to create. That's what fires me up. That's what gets me going. And so that's one of the things I'm going to be working on in my 90-day challenge is how to integrate all of the things I do and again, this is what I do every 90-day challenge, how can I take it to the next level? How can I take it out into the world in a way that's authentic, in a way that moves my projects forward and at the same time keeps my lights on and keeps the bills paid and enables me to afford to pay musicians and to pay Joe Monona and to pay recording studio time and to pay my son to edit the videos. We've only got one so far. There are 15 more. I'd also like to mix the sound from the concert that I did back in November, because what we're using now in the video is just a mix on the fly. And for example, in Rain, where I did my acoustic guitar solo, you can't really hear it, and we could lift the level of that a little bit, and that all takes time and it all takes money. And the question is, we live in a time, this is the age of attention. The Kardashians have attention. I don't. And so one of my challenges, as I drop my pen cap on the floor, this is something that I've struggled with for so long. And it's, for me, this year's the year where I'm paying for some pretty high level coaching. And in order to even afford that coaching, I have to get my act together, and I have to find a way to monetize what I do. And that involves selling. And this is something that I have not been very good at in the past. One of you pointed out in one of my previous videos that I said I suck at getting the butts in the seats. And it's not one of my strengths, because it's not one of my interests. I want to create. And once I create, I want to share it with people. But that step of getting people to actually want it, that's not part of my neurological makeup. That's something I'm learning, something I'm really struggling with and have struggled with in the past. And it's no secret, I sold out the concert. There was not another room. There's not room for another body in that room on November 19th in 2016. I sold it out, and that was huge, because up to that point I was only able to get 3 or 4 or 5 or maybe 10 people to come and hear me in my local community. And people are busy, they're doing their thing, and it's not a knock against my local community, please understand. Ultimately though, music is an art form that needs an audience. And we live in a time when we have all these tools available for us to reach an audience, but everybody is already distracted. So somehow I have to cut through the noise and say, hey, this is what I have. So today, and I'm sorry that this is as long as it is, because I know you're probably busy, but today I want to share with you my updated index. That's a gift for you today. It's a PDF, and you can download it or you can look at it online. I'm about to go figure out how to put it onto the website, because it's updated and it's a spreadsheet kind of a thing. But I think I've made it readable. And when I go through it, for me, it's like, oh my God, like I have to do something with this. This is not something I can just walk away from or put on a back burner. This is something that I need to honor in myself, right? And that's what I'm trying to do with the 90-day challenge, is do it myself in a way that inspires you to do it for you. Because ultimately, no one's going to show up and make you magically rich and famous. No one's going to show up and resolve all the unresolved stuff from your childhood, right? That is actually stopping you. The beliefs, the patterns, the habits, the things we do that we're unconscious of. It's like the fish doesn't know it's in the water, and we don't know how we are limiting ourselves every day. And I want this to be transparent so you can see that sometimes I struggle, and it's the struggle that pulls me to the next level. It's the frustration. It's the emotional stuff that when I use it to fuel my forward momentum, it's good. But it can also be used to stop, right? And so that's really what the 90-day challenge is about. I have a starting date. It's going to be the second Monday in January. So we have the day after New Year's, and then we have the week. The first week of January, we will be gearing up for the 90-day challenge, and then it will be starting the second week of January. So that's that has become firm, and I'm still working out some of the price points. For those of you who are serious of joining me, there will be a pretty low price point for minimal engagement. There'll be my usual price points for breakthrough sessions if you want to work with me one-on-one. There's only basically 3 spots. I only have time to work with maybe 3 people to do a full breakthrough session. So I'll talk about that more. But the thing is that please understand, this is not just about me. It's about you. It's about all of us. It's about, what did you come here to do? It's my song, the Drum in the Distance, you know. Who did you come here to be? What did you come here to do, right? What is the purpose of being alive every day? Is it just to take up space on the planet and to use up resources, right? Is it just to, make babies and send our genetic code to the next generation? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's all it is. But it seems that there's something more. And maybe that's our human yearning to create meaning where there is none. But why not? Let's create meaning. Let's understand the laws of the universe. Let's understand ourselves. And let's use all that to do what we came here to do, to be who we came here to be, to have what we came here to have, and to really take this thing called life to wherever it can go, to the adventure that it wants to be. Because ultimately, none of us gets out of here alive. And that's very sobering and very motivating to me. And hopefully it is to you, because that's the hand we've been dealt by fate, by the universe, and we are sparks. We are sparks in the vastness of eternity. And let's shine. Let's shine, okay? So that's my big message for today. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Please like this. Please share it. Please help me get this word out. I do a lot of different things, and everything I do is in some way transformational and some way could be helpful to other people. And that's really, for me, the challenge, to take it out of my living room, to take it out of my mind, out of my guitar, into your ears, into your heart, into your soul, in a way that helps you to expand what you do, so that it's a ripple that goes out. So my song, my ideas, my message, my methods, my techniques, my tools for transformation are really all about taking you to the next level. And that's it for now. Mark Shepard. If you haven't subscribed, do it, okay? Just do it. It's easy, right? The YouTube subscription is the easiest. You aren't bothered, okay? So let's do it. I'll see you on the inside. Thanks so much. Over and out.